my family and my friends were like, David, you're cheating. And I was like, that's a very disempowering word to use. Even though that's what I'm doing, find a different word. And our oldest said, you're trying to find an advantage that's not ethical. I was like, that's a little wordy, but yes, that's a good choice. So words play such a powerful role in how we respond, how we act, and how we see ourselves. And I want you to realize the power of words, and if you use them wisely, they can change your life. And if you use them in ways that are empowering versus disempowering, they can change how you see yourself and how the world ultimately sees you. The words you habitually use, the words we habitually use, affect how we communicate with ourselves and definitely shapes our experiences. People with impoverished vocabulary live an impoverished life. I'll say that again. People with impoverished vocabulary live an impoverished life. Like if you think about Shakespeare used so many words to describe something. Oftentimes when we're feeling happy, we would say, I'm feeling happy. That's a good choice of words, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But what would it look like to say, I feel ecstatic. I feel powerful. I'm feeling the sense of euphoria, right? It evokes such a different word, but more importantly, it shapes our perspective and then create our experiences. So simply changing our habitual vocabulary will ultimately change our emotions and then change our lives, change how we feel, change how we think, and most importantly, change how we live. And if we want to change our lives and if we want to shape our destiny for our learners, we have to consciously select words that are going to empower them, that are going to inspire them, that is going to motivate them, and that's going to expand them. It is important to realize that words shapes our beliefs and our beliefs shapes our identity. So the words we use, right, is like, I'm powerful, I'm amazing, I'm loved. Like affirmations, we kind of skim over that sometimes, but those words shape our belief system, what we see in ourselves, and it shapes how we see others. Now, I want to challenge you today. Can you say challenge? Challenge. Here is my challenge for you today: to put yourself in a crazy, outrageous brainstorming state and find some new words that you can start using that will break old patterns and intensify your emotion. So have a brainstorming session. So whatever words you typically use, like, if I use good, if I use, hey, how you doing? I'm doing well, right? That's a typical response. When somebody says something now, you're like, hey, how you doing? I'm doing ecstatic. I'm doing blessed. I'm doing peachy. I'm doing amazing. I'm vibrant today, right? Finding those words, that is my challenge for you today. So to summarize what we talked about today, we've uncovered the law of communication by understanding that the word communication means common, and finding commonality within each other creates a better way to communicate. We've also talked about the 3 essential components of communication: our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. Then we dove just a little bit into how our language changes our lives. Next episode on this series, we're going to be talking about the law of the heart, how educators, parents, and leaders can lead and teach and guide with a healthy heart to create a greater impact. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. I promise you, you're going to love it. Subscribe today. And I want you to remember something. Be the solution for the education evolution. I went in slow motion for you.
Shepherd, 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 shepherd revolution. Shepherd, 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 shepherd revolution.
Hey, it's David Prosper, and welcome to the Shepherd Revolution podcast, a show for educators, parents, and those out-of-the-box shepherd leaders doing education differently. I want to say thank you for leading the education evolution. We are bringing practical strategies, systems, and solutions to help you thrive as a revolutionary shepherd.
Shepherd, 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 shepherd.